Hey there, welcome aboard. It's Walter here and glad to have you here. I want to talk about, as we know, there are three things in trading. You've got your trading system. It's got to have a positive expectancy. You've got to have your risk management rules set up so that you can achieve what you're looking to achieve. And finally, we also know that you've got to get your mindset right so you execute your strategy. And if you get all those right, as simple as it sounds, it works. And so let's talk today about the third one, the psychology thing. And this is really important because a lot of times we don't think in terms of the simple dichotomy of trading and what it really is. And so if you think about it, let's say that you've had a bad experience with something, like you had a really terrible experience as a child with a snake, and that kind of set you off in the wrong direction. So every time you saw a snake or thought you saw a snake, that would freak you out. Well, if you think about it, that sort of phobia is the same thing that we have as traders. We have this avoidance where if we have a trading system that we've been trading and we're in a losing streak, we start to think that maybe this is the worst thing. Maybe we're losing. Maybe this isn't working anymore. Maybe the market's broken. It's not happening. But yet you can look around and see that actually trading does work for quite a few people. And you can see if they're doing it, if they're making it work, why can't I? Hey, Lynn, great to see you here. So my question for you about that is, which one do you decide to use? Which one is the one that's most important to you? Is it the avoidance? I want to avoid being wrong. I want to avoid losing money again. Or is it what you want to go toward? See, what you're trying to achieve. And it's interesting, but it turns out one of them is going to always win. That's what we know as a trader. One of these is always going to win. Either your avoidance, which is, oh, I don't really want to take another trade. It just doesn't seem like it's going to work for me. I keep losing. Or is it, look, I know this is part of the game. I understand its probabilities, and I'm going to roll the dice again, knowing that maybe I will get another winning trade. Now, this is all assumes that you have a system that actually has a positive expectancy. You don't have that piece, it's not going to work. We don't have the risk right. So if the risk is set up so you avoid the worst case scenario that you want to avoid and achieve what you're trying to achieve, it's not going to work either. This is just that last piece, which is the psychology, which is what, if you've been trading for a while, this is probably something that you've been getting into quite a bit. And so what you really need to do here is consider, why is it that I have this avoidance mindset, this phobia, this fear of losing? Why do I have that? And in most cases, it's a belief. And if you really dig into it, you can say, well, is this belief warranted? Let me give you an example. I've got a trading system that's got a 37% win rate. What are the chances are that I'm going to have 6 or 7 losing trades in a row? Pretty good, right? So if I have 7 losing trades in a row and I take that 8th trade, am I really going to think that that 8th trade is going to be a win or a loss? I don't know. It's got a 37% chance of becoming a win, and it's got a 63% chance of losing. So I won't know unless I roll the dice. And that's the thing that we need to do as traders. We need to consider, what I like to do is write it out and say, look, what's the worst thing that could happen here? Well, I could have an 8th losing trade in a row. What's the best thing that can happen here? Well, I could have a really big winner, and that winner could wipe out all of my past losing trades, especially if I have an open profit target as a part of my system where I have like a trailing exit, for example. So is it worth it to put forward a risk a little bit more, knowing that I might lose again and lose 8 trades in a row, whatever that drawdown works out to be? Is it worth it to possibly have 8 losing trades in a row if I know that I could also have this? And if the answer is yes, then it doesn't matter. You throw away that belief because that belief is unwarranted. It's giving you anxiety. You're thinking about it. It's changing your behavior or almost changing your behavior. Maybe I shouldn't take this trade. The market's been choppy lately. Maybe I'll just leave this one and not take it. The reason why that happens is because we believe something. And if that belief that you hold is probably not true, given all the data, the past trades you've taken, the past back tests that you've done, or whatever you have to convince yourself that this system works, if that's true, it's time to let go of that. That's what I would encourage you to do. And when you're prepared by taking a lot of trades in Forex Tester or whatever simulator that you use, and I do like the manual simulators better than the automated ones like Strategy Tester or whatever. Those are better, I think, because most of us trade discretionary trading systems, and so you need discretionary experience. If you have that, if you're prepared and you have that confidence in your strategy, it's a lot easier to push through those tough times that inevitably come, especially when you have a low win rate strategy with high reward to risk ratio trades, like I like to trade. If this is something that you like, if you're interested in this sort of thing, you should click the button below or above this video, and you can get in the Small Account Big Profits course. That's still open. So I hope to see you there if you want to join us. Otherwise, I'll catch you around. See you in another video. Take care. Bye.